Every time Black Americans make progress in this country, the system suddenly starts talking about law and order. And that pattern, it's not accidental, it's historical. In 1963, Birmingham showed the world what segregation actually looked like. Not in textbooks, not in speeches, in real time. Children were blasted with fire hoses. Police dogs were unleashed on teenagers. Black Americans were beaten in the streets for demanding basic human rights. All because that demand has always been deemed an enemy of the state. And once those images hit TV screens across the country, public opinion started shifting. America was finally being forced to confront what it had built. The backlash didn't just target civil rights activists. The backlash targeted Black resistance itself. Instead of asking why are Black Americans risking their lives for freedom, politicians and media figures started asking, how do we restore order? Not justice, order. By the late 1960s, law and order became one of the most powerful political weapons in America. Richard Nixon built an entire strategy around white backlash to the civil rights movement. That wasn't hidden and that wasn't subtle. That was his policy. Now on paper, law and order sounds neutral, but historically, that phrase exploded in popularity the very moment Black Americans forced the country to publicly confront racism. And over time, that justified expanded policing, which led to mass incarceration, surveillance, violent crackdowns on the First Amendment itself, all a direct consequence of the war on drugs. This country has a long history of criminalizing Black movements while pretending the system reacting to them is somehow neutral. That's the part people want you to ignore. And see, notice the pattern. When Black Americans demand rights, the conversation suddenly shifts away from justice and toward control. You can see it repeating over and over again throughout American history. Civil rights movement, law and order. Black liberation movements, law and order. Modern protests against police violence is still law and order. Because the language changes slightly, but the system adapts to preserve itself. History doesn't repeat because people are stupid. It repeats because power protects itself. So the question is, how do we make power vulnerable? Easy. Study the pattern.